Good morning, everybody, and welcome here to Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show. This is a show that is dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. So, we're back with a series that we're running for the month of February. The 28 albums that have a love or heart theme in them. We're doing this basically for Valentine's Day, which is already passed, of course. And I've chosen an album today that is from an American band, a well-known American band. Maybe a band that's not listened to much as it once was, but still has a lot of lore in their history, and that, of course, is the Beach Boys. The album we're doing today is called Love You. This is from 1977, I believe. I'm just checking here, make sure I got it right down, right? Yes, 1977. This is their 21st studio album. Wow. And from what I understand, because I'm not a huge Beach Boy connoisseur, I do like some of their earlier stuff quite a bit. Not so much their later stuff. But from what I understand, this is more or less Brian Wilson's solo album, kind of. Although all the original members are on here. Dennis, Carl, Brian Wilson all on here, along with Al Jardine and Mike Love are all on this album, all singing. Just about everybody sings at least one song on the album. It's a collection of kind of quirky ballads, I would say. I would call this like a quirky ballad collection and some love themes, a little bit of these kind of childish kind of themes at points in times too. Quite a bit of synthesizer on here, which is not really something I think of when I think of the Beach Boys. So it's got that kind of, I guess it's pop rock, maybe punk rock, or synth tech pop, whatever you want to call it. Lots of that going on this particular album. It's a decent enough album. It's got some quirky songs on it, such as like Johnny Carson, because Johnny Carson apparently was one of Brian Wilson's idols, and he's got a few other songs on here that are a little bit on the quirky. There's some solar system, like it's not something you would think of when you think of the Beach Boys, but it wasn't a bad album. It did reasonably well, although I didn't really recognize any of the songs, so I'm thinking it didn't get a lot of radio airplay later on. Maybe it did early, but possibly not as much later on. A lot of I notice a lot from what I'm looking at here, a lot of joint singing together with all of the members of the band on different tracks. There's the opening track, which is Let Us Go with Glow On This Way. That has Carl Wilson and Love, and then you got a few of them with Love and Al Jardine, and some with just Dennis on his own, some with Brian and Al Jardine together, and then you got the three Wilson brothers together on a few tracks too. Yeah, so they all mixed up and sang together. So even though they call this a bit of a Brian Wilson solo album, I think that's mostly because most of the stuff was written by him. Although there were a few songs that other people co-helped write. But primarily he's the writer, but almost all the musicians are doing stuff on the album. Although, according to this, and I'm just going to check this out because I hadn't, and I probably should have, the personnel. So yeah, all the Beach Boys. It doesn't really say what they played, but there is a mention about Brian having played a lot of instruments on here, and just about every song he's played more than one instrument. So anyways, that is the album we chose for today, the Beach Boys' Love You from 1977. Please like and subscribe, and the notification bell. Those are much helpful to me and you. And if you want to make comments about the album, you can put them in the comment section below. And we'll be back again tomorrow with another episode. So take care and have yourself a good evening. Goodbye. Or good day and